What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cougars offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Salter. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab close to the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want want to come across the middle? I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Broussard. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Broussard. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. And they've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. You got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs, man.
Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should...
Going for it all. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes!
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the heat. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Broussard. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop. The scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Beckman. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity.
There he goes. Tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Sails one into the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
And the Cougars will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab right down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to keep it in the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's loose. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Buffs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
35. Houston, 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Quegman. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He put some heat on that one down the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid.
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be knocked down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff from the shotgun. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up? not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Sanford. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Welsh. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Got the quick pass. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The kick is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Salter. Pulls it in, it's Welch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bucks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking down the middle. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
On 3rd down, going up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch right at the 50. Quick step and go. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Dropping back, it's Salter. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Turning it on. Mooney ruins the big gator with a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games.